guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa and it is back to school month. It's time for prepping for breakfast, for lunch. I do it every year. Usually the first month I try to have a bunch of breakfast done and lunch so that I can catch up on my work. The girls can get a pattern and some type of thing for school, and then usually by time October we got our groove, and it, if I meal prep, it's here and there, it's not a full month. But yeah, this is the time to start prepping before so that you can get ready. Put up my hair today. I decided to come prepared and dressed up and look nice, and I think I did a good job. It's good enough. So I figured, I'm going to try to tackle everything on my list. Oh yeah, I also got a list and I'm going to try to stick to it, but I'm also going to try to do as much as I can on the list because, like I said, I want to tackle for the whole month, and I'm not that type of person that I'll do something today, something tomorrow, something next day. I hate putting it off. So yeah, I might be dead, but I'm starting at 9:30 and I figured maybe by 6 o'clock I'll finish all my meals. I did buy a huge box of Rice Krispie treats, and I made Rice Krispie treats, but honestly, I didn't feel like making a whole mess of treats and doing a whole big thing and wrapping. I just didn't want to do that. Wasn't feeling it. So I bought a huge box of the Rice Krispie treats with the labels. So what I thought I was going to do for back to school to make it fun, I'm going to leave a note on each one. So you'll probably just see me writing on each little packet of that, because it's fun for the girls when every time they pull one out of the bin, they get a special little note, lifts up their day, makes them happy, not something expected. Sometimes it's fun to do that. So I do that for them. So I am going to label all of them, and I'm going to find a spot that fits all of them because I have them in two places right now. Because I want to redo the area here for school time and make sure that everything is organized. So again, we're going to probably see a lot of me moving things back and forth until I can figure out something that works. I make chocolate chip cookies from scratch. So I wanted to make 5 batches of them. I wanted to freeze 4 of them for when the girls want to pull some out, they could just take a little bit of dough, make a couple of cookies for themselves, so I can do it for them. But I also wanted to make ahead 1 batch and put away so that they can have for little snacks for lunchtime. Apple slices. I wanted to slice some apples. I wanted to I know this, I think it's just lemon juice, but I'm just gonna double check so I can make sure that they don't turn brown. Put them in the fridge. Also, again, I'm gonna have them so that the girls can just grab them and take them if they want apple slices, because they like them but they hate cutting them. So when I cut everything and have it prepped and ready to go, that's when they start eating them. I have some cheese sticks. All these things I have to prep and put together, in the refrigerator, so everything is easy for them to grab. I haven't figured out a system yet because my refrigerator is small, and that frustrates me because there's so many things I want to do with the fridge, but I make it work for what we have. I have cheese sticks, pudding, fruit snacks, Rice Krispie treats, which I already told you about, celery sticks, which I cut and I put with their little ranch packets so they can have for lunchtime. Sometimes they're in the mood for carrots, sometimes not, so I probably won't cut the carrots, but I will cut the celery sticks. And then popcorn and pretzels. I came prepared with the fact that, I look okay. I don't look horrible. Don't look like I just woke up from bed. I have my coffee there, so we're good. And I have a list. And that's the extent of it. And the table that I put some stuff out because I have a whole mess of stuff that's in the fridge, in the freezer. In there, I have to take everything out. So I'm probably gonna end up pulling everything out. That table is going to be probably full in a second, and I'm just gonna keep it moving. I think I'm gonna start with the breakfast burritos and breakfast items because that's just something that I do so much that I don't even have to think so much about it. I just do it. I just gotta ask the girls if they want the bacon ones or they just want sausage, and I'll see how much I can make, because I don't go by measurements. I don't follow instructions. I eyeball it and I say it's good enough, and if it's left over, we just end up eating it the same day. So it is what it is. Also, soon we're gonna do, sorry, my eye itches. Soon we're gonna do back to school pictures. Their first day of school, which you will see. I do a nice special breakfast for them. I also introduce them to their chore chart because every year for school, I let them slack off in the summertime, and then for school, we have a system and they have their chores and I have my chores. We're gonna do the back to school pictures, which I will show you in the next video probably. I'm thinking. I'm not sure which one will come out first, but it should be in the next video or the video after that. Their prep day for back to school, their first day, the special meal, and then after that it's not going to be anything back to school because they're in school. It's going to probably be all the things after. So that's probably going to be the last back to school video because it's going to be their first day of school, or probably label it first day of school. But I want to just make sure that everything that needs to come out of the refrigerator and freezer are out. Give it a quick wipe down. And what else? I gotta put some cereal away from there so I can make space for the stuff that I gotta put there for their back to school. Start taking everything out and drink the rest of my coffee and get ready. So yeah, stick around and see all this fun, good things that I'm gonna be doing today, and I'm gonna share with you, and we can have fun together. So let's go. First off, let me just say that I cut off a lot of footage. There was background noise I had to remove. And I wanted to be able to tell you what I was saying without having all that. But anyways, I was deciding to make breakfast burritos, some mini pancakes. I was going to boil eggs ahead. I'm not sure how much I shared and how much I didn't that I pulled out, but I decided to make turkey and cheese sandwiches for the girls ahead. English muffin pizzas. I was going to do kind of like a Lunchable kit with chips and salsa. So I'm not sure how much I shared and what I didn't share, but that's basically the gist of it. I was just sharing with you what I was going to be planning for the day, which is a lot. So just bear with me, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video. If you were wondering, I was just organizing some stuff in the fridge and on top of there to try to make space. Again, I haven't figured out a system, but I'm just trying to get some things out of the way and figure out maybe more or less where I'm going to put it. So I'm going to start taking the pans out so we can start doing breakfast burritos. Apparently, we forgot the sausage in the freezer. So maybe we're gonna start mini pancakes. So I'm going to mix the batter. I'm going to do some plain and some with chocolate chips because the little one loves chocolate chips. Not many, but just gonna put a couple of them in there so she can enjoy some chocolate chip ones, and I'll label them and separate them. I also took a pan out and the I'll show that to you in a second, and the grill so that I can get everything done at one time. I've used it before, you've seen it, but I'm use it again, and then I'm gonna put everything on the pan so it can cool off, and then I can bag them and freeze them. But yeah, we're gonna start with those because I forgot to take out the sausage, but that's all right. Mistakes happen. We keep moving. Okay. Think we're okay? Hopefully we're okay. Let's see. And while they cook, let me show you something really quick. So this is the breakfast menu I was telling you about. So I have here breakfast burritos, pancakes, you add sausage, cereal, you add toast or fruit, bagel with any topping, yogurt, add granola or fruit, eggs any side, also boiled, and egg salad sandwiches. So this is the breakfast menu and ideas. So some of these things I'm gonna make, some of these things we already have ready. So morning time I'll have this side out, and then I flip it over for lunchtime. And lunchtime, I got this chart somewhere online. I gotta figure it out so I could show it to you if you want it, but just let me know in the comments. But what I did was I said here, pick one color of each. So that's the main, the veggie, the fruit, the snack, and the drink. So for main, we have turkey and cheese sandwich, English muffin pizza, chips and salsa, tomato soup, and Lunchable kits. For veggies, celery sticks, carrots, peppers, salad, cucumbers. They eat most of these things. Some of these things I have to force them because, you know, not forcing, I have to push it so that they can actually be healthier. You know what I mean? So fruit, we have clementine, grapes, apple slices, which I'm doing today, bananas, and applesauce. Snack cookies that I'm making, Rice Krispie treats I told you about, fruit snacks, pudding, and pretzels. Those things I'm packing up. The pudding's already in the fridge, but I just gotta move things around. Drinking, we're gonna have chocolate milk, which I bought for them. I showed you in the other video. Plain milk, apple juice, smoothies, because some days I make smoothies where we love those things here, and orange juice. So once lunchtime comes around, this will be on the fridge, and then they could just pick their menu, pick what they want. The stuff will be already prepared, and nobody has to rack their brain about thinking about what they're eating. So breakfast side, lunch side, and I'll just hang it on the fridge. I feel like every year it gets more and more intense when it comes to school time as far as preparation. I've added things over the years, certain things I perfected, certain things, you know, I took away. Just for the last couple of years we've been doing this because just it is easier actually, you know, when you're running around because school's starting and you already got really relaxed over the summer. So then school comes back and then you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. So this does make it easier, but it's just crazy how sometimes people go through extensive lengths of preparation for their kids for school and they go crazy. And it's really nice, like you look at these videos or you look at people that you know and you see them getting crazy with labels and pictures and little toys and decorations, and the kids are like excited, but then some kids are like, they don't even care for it, they just eat it, they take it apart, and you did all that work for nothing. The girls really appreciate everything I do for them. I don't know if there's ever been a time where they don't thank me for the things that I do. I guess it makes me continue wanting to do more for them, but it's something that's helped me and helped them. So I know during school time I don't have to worry. So I continue to do it every single year. Throughout the year, not only when school time is, I do these things too, but we have fun. Like for holidays and stuff, we just come up with plans. That's why we made themed Fridays, because we actually do enjoy doing different things like that on different occasions. So we just figured, you know, why not do a themed Friday? But it just gives us opportunity to make fun things. We like to come up with ideas, and during the holidays we do that. We look up on Pinterest or online and we figure out what new thing we can create, whether it's edible, whether it's just a craft or something, just something fun that everybody can pitch in and do. My husband works a lot, so most of the time, of course, as well in my videos you won't see him on there, but me and the girls do a lot of things together. And when he is off, he does tend to pitch in or do things with us, or he does something special on its own for us. So it's kind of cool, you know, we just take turns, we all enjoy our time. We always have quality time, even if it's just 20 minutes a day, just sitting down talking about our day. We always make time for each other. So, you know, it's just, we don't have the best of everything, but what we have is enough for us, and we're pretty happy and content with it. But yeah, I figured I just do this video to share it, because this is our life. This is what we do all the time, whether it's on here or not. I told the girls, I told the girls that this is something I want to do anyways, because in the future, like a lot of my family members, they forget things or they don't save memories, and we don't remember things from our childhood. And I just told them I thought it was a really cool idea, that as we get older and things change, it's always something to look back on and think of how our life was back then. And I feel pretty blessed to have the life that we do have. And we may not have everything all the time, but we have what's important to us, and for that I'm pretty thankful. The girls are pretty happy. They don't like, they're not those type of kids that look like they always want or need anything. They're grateful for everything they got. We've been teaching them that since they were little, and I'm grateful that it's still something that they take with them today. But yeah, I just wanted to share a piece of my brain. Not all the time do I speak on my videos. I mostly put music. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about my video today because it was something that I wanted to share from my heart, and not just something I was trying to put up. Some days, I'm not gonna lie, some days I'm looking for an idea, but this video was more from the heart, and this is what our life is, and this is nothing but what we are. So I wanted you to know that. So thank you again for listening to me, and yeah, on with the show, I guess, right? A little touch and go there, but we made it through. So at the end, it started getting like super hot. And I didn't want to go close to the pan, so it's like you see me like pushing around and whatever. It worked. We got them all done. They're cooling off on the pan now. I'll show you how much came out. And then sausages are ready. The sausages are thawed out, so we're gonna start the breakfast burritos now. And then we're gonna get those things done, and we're gonna check our lists, and we're gonna cross that out, and we're gonna see what's next, because yeah, we're at 10:30. So I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm not sure. I'm going to get all this done by 5, but yeah, I also got to make dinner, or we'll have leftovers, because we made I made beef noodle casserole yesterday. I shared that with you before, so I made that yesterday, and I might just heat that up and be done with it since I'm doing all this, but we'll see. But I got the pancakes done, so yeah. So now that that's cooled down, you can turn that off. I'm gonna do this for now. This I gotta fill back up. I'll do that later. Let's put these away. In fact, I'm just push them over there for now. And let me clean this counter so we can get the next thing done.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
So I decided, I asked them, so they weren't like thrilled about it, because they mostly just have sausage in their breakfast burritos. Not that they weren't thrilled, they didn't care for it. So I was like, oh well, you know what, I'm not even gonna debate about it. Instead, I was thinking about just saving it, because Sundays I always do some special dinner for us after church, and I was thinking I save it for Sundays, and we can have good breakfast on Sundays. Make some bacon and eggs and whatever else. So that's what I'm doing. I also need, because the way I like to cook things, I also need a bigger stove, which is going to be in my dream kitchen in the future. My grandmother always had a decent sized kitchen, but there was a lot of us. She had 5 kids, and each kid had about 3 kids or so. And we will all be in the kitchen, baking, cooking, making stuff. A lot of Spanish meals, but my good memory, we had a huge table in front of, like in the middle of the kitchen, and everybody would sit on the table, and we had a line, and we used to make pasteles. And then everybody will pass it down. Somebody will put the meat in, somebody will put the masa, somebody will put the paper, somebody will tie it. We had a whole like line to everybody, so everybody could work and help. It was fun. I want to do that with my kids eventually, but we do more baking than anything. My family wasn't big on baking, at least that I can recall. They were good at cooking, but not baking. I like to make things from scratch, and I like to have the space to do it, and I like the girls to get involved, and we do. But you see, most of the time we do it in the dining room, then we do it in the kitchen. You know, we still do it in the kitchen, but we don't go crazy. So I'm gonna make the eggs in here, and I'm gonna make the sausage in here, and then that's pretty much it. Then I just put them together and put them away and freeze them.
They wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. We're pouring cup after cup after cup. Yeah, it's just the way we do it. Anything just to block out the real life, real life. Yeah, we're loving the way they think we're so messed up. Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions. Sharing stories that we never had, yeah, none is real. I think we're searching for reasons not to be like them. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about the way we are.
All right. The reason I do so many eggs is I don't use milk. Some people use milk to make them fluffier, make more eggs, different reasons. I just don't like to use a lot of extra ingredients. I don't even put salt and pepper in it, honestly. I know that it's not bad for you. I just basically, my mom had an issue with so much salt and seasonings and stuff like that. She used to use so much salt that it became a health problem. And yeah, it's just something that I guess I stay away from, you know. I know no salt is not good for your body. Like, you have to have some type of sodium, but too much salt is not good. And we do have salt in some things, like especially if I make over easy eggs, I put salt on it and pepper. But for these burritos, I keep it plain and simple, just eggs, just the sausage, and add the cheese, nothing else special, and this fills them up. and they're pretty good. You know, my girls haven't had, God bless them, but they haven't had any health issues. We haven't had any issues, period. Dentist wise, we've always been good in the dentist, so you figure if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So I just stick to what I'm doing, because I must be doing something good if we're still good. So, and they don't complain about it, so why should I? Alright, so all this is done, so I'm going to mix this up in the bowl, let it cool off a little bit, and then start setting up the burritos. So some reason I thought that I had, I bought the large ones, but I thought I had bought 3 packs, and I'm guessing I bought 2 packs instead. I don't know. So it's more like 16 burritos, unless I have, let me check if I have more over here. Now, you see the difference in these sizes? I don't think I'm going to do that because my kids will kill me. But 16 burritos is better than nothing. These I like to make for soft tacos or sometimes even pizza. You make I guess a healthier pizza. You just put the sauce on top with the cheese, pepperoni, whatever. You can just cook it like that or wrap it and roll it. But yeah. So, needless to say, there's going to be extra here, but I have an idea. But I'm going to do the breakfast burritos and then put the rest aside and go from there. The girls already stole pancakes, so yeah. It is what it is. $16 burritos is good anyways because that's 8 each for the girls, which is basically 8 days if they wanted to have it straight, or they could have 1 week and have it for 2 months. So it depends on what they want, because I have so much different options for breakfast, so it's however they want to play it out. But it could stretch the month if they have it every couple of days or so, but that's good enough. I remember why they don't like me putting it in just a bag like this, actually. They could get freezer burn. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't want that. So I'm just going to use 1 big gallon bag and put most of them in there. We'll see how it works out. Is it bad that I don't remember lunches for childhood? I went to public school, so I know that most of the time we ate lunch at school. I don't believe, to be honest with you, at all, I don't even remember ever having lunch besides what was at the lunchroom. My mom didn't pack up any special lunches for me, or bags, or notations. She didn't bake. She cooked dinner, and that was the end of it. As far as snacks, our snacks consist of those little like chocolate boxes of cakes that they used to have, really cheap, and those are our snacks. And if we want the cookies, she would buy cookies. I wasn't like well off when I was younger, and she got what she could, I guess, and did her best. But I just don't recall any of the extra things that I do. I go crazy for my kids, and I don't know if it has to do something with the fact that I didn't have it much when I was younger, so I do it more for them. But yeah, it's something that I was just thinking about. Like, I don't remember my mom doing any of this crazy, like packing up snacks and writing little notes and stuff like that. My mom, I love her to death. She's my mom. She just is a different type of mom, you know, like she likes to have fun and do things with you. But as far as doing that whole like really, really motherly thing, she didn't do much of that. She'll give you a kiss and stuff like that. She'll hug you, like she'll give you a good hug. But I didn't talk to my mom as much, like anything serious. And my kids, we talk all the time. My kids, we could sit there and they talk to me about random things and anything and everything. And sometimes we just sit and hang out. They want me to play with them and we'll sit and bake. You want to bake cookies today? Let's go do that. Or sometimes I just do it just because I feel like it, and they get excited to get those super surprises. And for holidays, when they were younger, oh my gosh, I like exploded them with different goodies. I used to make little bags and treats and make little like maps for them where they can find stuff around the house with the maps. I used to go crazy. I don't even know what was in my mind. But I made them little clues and clue cards, and then they would follow the maps and get the things for different occasions, like for Easter, for egg hunting, or for their birthdays. They will find surprises everywhere. I always did something special. And for a couple of years, we only had, I think, 2 houses that had fireplaces in them. But the ones that we didn't, I would always make sure they had fireplaces because, my kids believed in Santa, and Santa had to come out the chimney. And if there was no chimney, there was no Santa. And that, I'm not going to ruin my kids' dreams because, like I said, I used to go above and beyond. So I made sure that I made a fireplace. And I have to say that I did pretty good after a certain amount of years perfecting the fireplace. I didn't make one after the last 3 years because then, they figured out about Santa Claus, of course, and they didn't care for the fireplace as much anymore because the magic wasn't there. That's kind of what happens, the magic goes away. We become adults, and then all our dreams go down the toilet. No, not really. It's an expression because it's like, that's what they say. It's like, oh, your dreams are gone, all my magic has disappeared. But anyways, I'm just rambling. But yeah, we love the holidays and we still try to make it special. We still try to do things. We're trying to do more like for Christmas to make special events for ourselves because we miss all that nostalgic moments in the past. And especially myself, I guess as I get older, I'm like wanting to be more back in the 80s because the 80s to me was awesome. It wasn't the way they commercialize it, but it was awesome to me. So, a lot of things we collect from the 80s. Sometimes we bring back different decorations and different things, but we figure we'll make a lot of homemade items this year and try to do more like, I don't know, just loving things for each other and stuff that doesn't come out of our pocket. But it's just an idea. It's just something we think about. Might happen, might not happen. Who knows? I think I had a good idea for the little bit that's left over. I'm thinking about taking that little bit and make 2 or 3 wraps for my husband for the next couple of days. So he can take before work when he wakes up earlier than I do. He could just grab that, heat it up, and go. And I'm gonna make it with the spinach wraps. Trying to keep healthy, so I think that's actually a good idea. I was gonna do something different, but I just thought about it last minute. I was like, I have some spinach wraps there. So I think I'm gonna put that with some cheese for him, wrap those up, and that'll be daddy's bag. So I'm going to pack up those pancakes that I made, the 1 chocolate bag and the 1 nut chocolate bag. The one that just broke, I think I'm gonna wrap that up so he can have later because the time he gets here, he'll probably want a breakfast burrito anyways. He loves those things. And I'm gonna clean up real quick, and then I'm gonna mark my list off and get to the next thing. So if you're still around, I hope that you're having fun with me. Just enjoy watching me make a mess and break burritos. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it going and see how much I can tackle, and hopefully we're getting all of it done.
You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to tell me sorry that you take back all the things you said just to hurt me. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on
I have to admit that it was weird working with those spinach wraps. They feel so hard. Like, I bought that's why I said I'm gonna try those spinach wraps, because I used to buy them from other places. And can't remember if it was Walmart or a supermarket over here called Price Chopper. Well, I didn't go to this Price Chopper. Where we used to live, we used to go to Price Chopper all the time, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, I don't remember which store exactly it was from, but I remember them being really soft and pliable. And this one's kind of stiff and like weird. So he doesn't mind it, but I have this thing with texture, or the way it looks also, like something squishy. I'm going into another story that makes no sense. Whole story is those spinach wraps will be fine for him. And he has 3 of them. I'm gonna pack them up. I'm gonna pack the rest of this up. I'm gonna clean it up, and we're gonna see what's on our list so we can get to the next thing. All the plain pancakes, one for the chocolate chip, and then I have just regular burritos, and then no cheese burritos. It would have been easier to stick all of them in one bag, but then my kids grab something they don't like. One doesn't really like cheese at all, and then she would have been upset, so I'll just make it like this.
But I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back.
Correction, the way they fit in the bag, one bag is suffice for each of them, so it's better that I put it this way. So there's the no cheese burritos. Once I pack everything up, I'm just gonna put it on the regular freezer in the front, because our main freezer is mostly for meat. So just that'll be breakfast, freezer, and extras.
I have to get over you again. You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to show me. Sorry, you have changed now, but it's the same old story. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in. When I begin to get myself together again, you are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. Have to get over you again. Have to get over you. I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in. When I begin to get myself together again, you are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. Have to get over you again.
Don't mind my mess here, but I got the breakfast burritos done, the mini pancakes. I'm going to do the boiled eggs next, and I'm gonna do a couple of easy ones, so we're just gonna mark them. Some boiled eggs. I'm gonna mix the tuna, and I'm gonna make the cookie dough. Let me get that done next. So I just figured, since I had actually more things on the list that I can actually do really fast, So I'm going to do the tuna fish really fast. I have behind me some eggs boiling, so that does it basically itself. I'm gonna peel them and then put them into the container once that's done. And I think I'm gonna start working on the sandwiches that I'm gonna freeze and cut up the celery and then see where we are on the list. Because then after that, I think I'll mix the cookies. That way I can have this whole counter and a lot of stuff could be knocked off. Right now we're at 11:44, so I still think we're doing good on time. The girls grabbed some of the stuff I was making, so basically they had lunch. So that takes care of them, and I'm going to keep going through the list and hopefully, tackle everything. Let me know in the comments below if any of these things you make already, if any of these things you liked and you decided to make it on your own. You can share with me what it looks like. Maybe there's a better way you wrap them up, or you put things in a way, or store stuff as far as when you make these meals ahead, or if there's better options and better things that you do with them. I like to see. But this is what we got going on. I'll show you how I pack up the little celery sticks for the girls, for they can have for lunch, and how I put it in the fridge because I gotta move everything around. Again, this doesn't happen all year round. This happens during school time, and it only happens in the beginning of school. During the rest of the school year, I tend to just make things as I go and put them in the refrigerator, but we go crazy and we redo everything as far as our areas for school time, and then we have school lunch, breakfast, and all our snacks nice and stored. So this is what I'm showing you, this is what I'm sharing, and I'm gonna get back to work. Remember, I still gotta move some things around because this is the food for today, and all that back there is empty. So that's what I'm going to be moving later. But yeah, I take the celery sticks and I put a little of these containers up here. They grab the containers, they grab a couple of celery sticks in their plates, and then they could just snack on those. I got the ranch in there. I got the puddings that was on my list. From the bottom to the top is all full of puddings, vanilla and chocolate. These are blueberries. That's grapes. That's the girls' yogurt, drinkable yogurts, Go-Gurts, and the rest of the stuff. I'm gonna do or try to do the Lunchables today, but that's why I said I'm going to reorganize that. And even with all those boiled eggs, I put a dozen boiled eggs. I still have more eggs there, but I'll buy some more, so we'll have them for other days too. This is pretty easy. I make the sandwiches, put them right back in here, and freeze them because they don't get bad in the freezer with these bags. So the sandwiches I can put in there, and then when the girls are ready to eat them, they just bring them down to the fridge, and then they can throw it out, and then they can eat them and put them together. So I'm just gonna make these real quick.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, in my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine?
So now I'm just gonna put them inside of the bag, and they should be good. And just dust off some of these seeds. And with the mayo in between them, it won't make the bread soggy. So it'll be good to go. Just take out some of the air. And there you go. They got their sandwiches ready. 4 for each. I did American. I was gonna do half provolone for Valerie, but I figured just make it easier. She eats American. She just prefers provolone, so this will be good for both of them. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I just heard that They just finished boiling, so I'm good. But it said to hurry up and cool them down as far as how they store better, and not to crack them. So I'm gonna listen to that and see how that works out. But it said not to crack them, just to dry off the shell. And this one cracked, so I'm not gonna put that in there. The girls can eat that. But just dry them off and stick them in a container, and it'll last about a week and a half in the fridge. So that's what I'm gonna do, because it's not that hard. The girls can peel them still and eat them as is, or make the egg salad sandwiches. What are words? So I'm just going to dry these off. Them's the rules. I'm just gonna listen to what they say, and I was gonna just take all the shells off, honestly. But to be honest, I remember us making the eggs for Easter, and we never took the shell off. So we just dyed them, and then they would last a long time and we'll eat them. So that's what I'm gonna do. Plus, it's easy. This gets checked off my list really fast. There you go. It's 11 eggs now because of that incident. Boiled eggs are done. This is the no prep English muffin pizzas. I think we're gonna do next. The sandwiches are done. Oh my god, my paper got wet and I totally just ruined it so much more. Okay, it's good. And then we're gonna do the chips and salsa and the Lunchable kits, and then we're gonna try out that DIY crustable shapes. But I think I'm gonna do the English pizzas next. And I'm going to, oh, we did the tuna, just noticed. Now my pen's not working because it also got wet. You know what? Now I'm using pens for. Who uses pens? There we go. And I don't have to mark it more than once. Okay. So the tuna sandwiches, those are no prep because I already have the tuna. I'm gonna label the Rice Krispie treats now, so I'm just gonna cross that out, and the English muffin pizzas I'm going to do now. And then the cookies. Okay. Oh, and the celery sticks, I already cut those. So yeah. Alright. We're getting there. We are making progress. You know, that's a mess of a list I got going on there, but eventually I'm gonna have my stuff done the right way. Eventually I'm going to be real cool and be all like organized when it comes to doing stuff like that. But you won't see the mess that's going on over there until later. So I'm going to get the English muffin pizzas. A little background history. I was a very city person. Everything that was either pre-made or ready to go, I had it. But as the years went by, I got married and he slowly moved me into the country. And people that I've passed, family members from his side, other people from church, I learned as I went along. And yeah, I'm the person I am today. I'm actually thankful for it, to be honest with you, because I am able to be independent, self-reliable. You know, like I can do pretty much anything from scratch nowadays. I've learned how to grow things and learn how to take care of animals. We've had one time 25 to 30 chickens, rabbits, all types of animals and vegetables on our gardens. It was really, really nice. Due to financial issues, because my husband hurt himself, long story short, we're still getting up there on the ladder, but we're closer now than we have been in a lot of years. And thank you, Jesus, he's actually doing much better health-wise. But yeah, so you know, we were able to learn all those things together, as he knew since he was younger, because my husband grew up on a farm and that was his whole family. He knows how to take care of everything. But it took me a while, and my kids, as we grew together, we learned from each other. And yeah, it's nice to know those things. We don't use or utilize everything now because of where we live, but we're at the point where we're slowly transitioning, and we're hoping that we soon get back to those things where we're growing every single thing on our own, canning, which also I did, and that was fun. Baking everything from scratch. I haven't perfected bread, but I did make a lot of bread, and I have to say that was really good. We do miss the chicken eggs because that was all we ate, and we love chicken eggs. It's so much fresher. But is that a word? I don't even know. But yeah, just cow milk, stuff like that. We always supported the farms and local dairies and stuff, and we always shared because where we lived, everybody grew stuff, so we shared back and forth. It was that I have to say that if you've never tried it, you should try it because it would change your life. I was one of those people that thought that that would never happen. I didn't think that I would be that type of person, but I ended up being that type of person, and I'm thankful for it, and I'm grateful for what the Lord has given me and got me this far. I'm hoping that my kids can pick up on it more. I don't want to be stuck where they're getting used to just doing things like I was when I was younger, because it's just going to take them that much longer to get where I'm at now, and I'm happy being where I'm at. That's just my rant for today. I'm going to let you listen to music so I don't rant anymore. Alright, so I filled it, which is good. I think that the rest of these, I'm gonna write notes on them tomorrow, put them aside, and then as they get empty here, I'll just keep filling them up. So that's it for that. So I'm just going to put these back, just like that. Have them on top of each other, it's not going to do anything. And I'm going to stick them in the freezer. Actually, I'm going to have to find something else. I can put those in there, but it only fits 6 pizzas, and I still have 6 left in the fridge that goes to this pack. So I'm just going to put these in here, and then I'm probably going to get a bag for the rest of them. So I wanted to be accurate in telling you how much I use for this stuff. So I have bought the Great Value from Walmart English muffins, which comes 6 muffins, but when you cut them in half, it becomes 12 muffins. 12 English muffins. So 12 English muffins makes 24, because I got 2 packs of English muffins. So 24 English muffins. This is 1 tray out of 4 trays that I put in the freezer. This is the last tray to go. And then I use 2 bags, so 16 ounces of cheese to cover the 24 pizzas, and 1 jar that covered the whole thing. And the jar is 14-ounce jar, and it was enough to do all 24 pizzas. So 1 jar for 24 pizzas and 16 ounces of cheese takes care of everything. And I think that was around maybe $5 or $6, I think, with the cheese. I have to double check, but yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. And the girls love this. Is something that they enjoy all the time, so that's why I make it every year for them. And I had a call, so I had to stop, and I finished everything else as far as the pizza. And the last thing to do now is, besides trying the Uncrustable, I'm gonna try the Uncrustable, and I'm gonna cut the apples. The apples takes me 2 seconds, so the apples I'm gonna get rid of. And while I was on break on a call, I ended up organizing a couple of little areas there. So I'm going to organize the fridge after I finish up the pizzas, and I'm also going to put together the chips and dip that I want to do in little baggies for them, and I'll show you how I do that, because that's quick also. The Lunchables and the Uncrustables is still a toss-up. I'm not sure about those yet. Like I said, I saw it on Pinterest. I want to try it. I might just make one Uncrustable sandwich and see what it comes out like. And if it's not good at all, I'm not going to bother. But we'll see in a minute. So I'm going to do the apples after I get these pizzas in. Do the chips. And then we're going to see how those Uncrustables come out. And see if we're going to bother doing them or not. So I will let you know. But as of now, it is 1:22. So I've got a lot done from 1:22, from I think 9:30, 10 o'clock I started. I forget. I've been trying to run and trying to keep things clean, but if you notice, I still got a little mess. So I'm going to pick up a little bit and get the rest of this cleaned up so I can finish up and go on. I'll show you what I'm doing. Got sidetracked with some children. And what I do with these is I just slice them kind of like I would do when I'm making apple pie, but I'm gonna put some lemon juice on it to keep it from browning, and then store them in a glass container, and they'll go inside the fridge with the rest of the stuff that the girls can snack on during lunch. Alrighty. So, I'm tired. We don't have to worry about this because this is stuff that we don't have to put together. I'm making the cookie dough now. I did the apple slices. The cheese sticks and no prep is, again, stuff I don't have to worry about. I did the Rice Krispie treats. The pretzels, I did the pretzels. Yogurt and granola, that's already ready. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do these. This, again, like I said, this is just stuff to remind me for my list that I have on the wall. But this, I'm just going to organize it. So I'm going to do the cookies now. 5 batches of cookies. I'm missing something. The chips and salsa. That's what I'm doing. The chips and salsa and the Lunchable pack. I'm doing the chips and salsa right now too. So chips and salsa and cookies. But I don't think I'm doing the Lunchables. Like, my time is feeling like I don't want to be sitting here all day. So I'm going to do 5 batches. I'm not going to do double recipe and triple recipe and just wing it because I like to have a certain amount in the bags. So I'm going to do it 5 times, and then 1 batch is going to be cooked today, so that way the girls have some fresh cookies they've been asking me for I don't know how long. It's been a while since I made them. I used to make them all the time. And the other batches are going to be frozen. And then I'm also going to do the tortilla chips and salsa and cheese, so I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, I know it's a lot of plastic, but I got 5 bags because they're going to have 1 pack each of containers, salsa, and then the cheese, and then it's going to have also chips inside this bag. So I'm just going to make 5 bags of these so that the girls at least have, so they could just grab and go. And then as they empty them, I'll just refill them. I'll leave these in the fridge and just refill the same containers and some more chips because I got 2 huge bags of those. So that will last them probably a couple weeks of lunchtime. So yeah, I think pretty easy. So there I have it, or there you have it. I think it came out pretty good. It's simple. Of course, probably if you buy Lunchables ever, I think I've seen that somewhere where you buy the Lunchables and you just reuse the same containers. But I have a problem saving plastic. I try to keep everything in glass most of the time, but just like I said, back to school, this is when I go crazy and use extra stuff like this. Most of the time, every container that I'm putting in my fridge is glass because I've gotten rid of plastic over the years. But this is all I keep. So I'm gonna just find a little spot in the refrigerator, and then the girls could just grab it and eat it. Pretty simple, pretty fast. Like I said, I spent $1 for this. Of course, you know how much bags cost when you buy them. I bought a whole box of bags, not these. I bought the smaller ones for these, and these came 10 for $1.25, and then the chips I think were $1 and change. So not bad. I got 5 bags. So a good idea or bad idea? I don't know. I think it's good. I'm gonna show you in a little bit all the stuff I did, but I cleaned up a little bit. If you want to see, I have my last thing I'm doing now, which is I'm making the cookies, chocolate chip cookies, and that's the last exact thing that I'm doing. I was gonna do the Lunchables, but I'll show you what I did instead for now, and later on I'm gonna set up the Lunchables. But I'm gonna do the cookies quick, and then I'm gonna show you everything I did. And then I'm getting out of this kitchen because it's 2:30 and I should be done by 3:30ish. By the time I'm done with everything, 4 o'clock, and I think that's a good time. And then probably heat up some dinner and relax. But let me show you what I'm doing. Alright, I gotta actually put these in my book instead of having these out. Every time we try something and it's really, really good, we just throw the paper in here, and I haven't updated, so I haven't put any of this in my book. But I use the same recipe I've been using for I don't even know how long, so I know more or less what the ingredients are, but I always make sure that I don't miss anything. I call them the best chocolate chip cookies because that's what they are. Alright, let me get the ingredients. So I want 3/4 cups of sugar. One 3/4 cups of packed brown sugar. Dry ingredients and wet ingredients after. Like, I do the dry first. So since it's a 1 cup of butter softened, sometimes I usually stick it in the microwave. I've used both margarine and real butter, but yeah, I like this one. It's lactose free, good for baking, zero trans fat, 50% vegetable oil spread. So I don't know, I've been using this for a while, and these are the best ones I use for my cookies, and they come out good. So I just buy like bulks of them and I freeze them sometimes. Anyways, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract with an egg in the other one. All right, so 1, 2, and then 1/4 cup. Need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I take a spoon and I just mix the dry ingredients up, and then I use the back to crush if there is any like balls of sugar, like the brown sugar. Sometimes it gets clumpy, so I don't know, I do it by hand, and I stick to what I know and what the kids like and what we like, because we like the taste of it. When I do it by hand, it's weird. I don't know if it makes a difference, but to us it does. It bakes different if it's more watery than creamy or thick. So this is where it works, so I just do it this way. But once that's done and mixed, I'm gonna add the wet ingredients, and then after the wet ingredients and everything's mixed up really good, then I'll add the chips. Maybe that's a good image. So I'm gonna put this on the pan now so I can start cooking them, and then I'll make the other batches and freeze those up, clean the kitchen, and get out of here. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm so tired. It is 4:02 and I can't even believe, because I had to stop because my husband called me and I was talking to him for a minute, and I was like, I'm gonna pass to like 5 o'clock, and I finished the other 2 batches of cookies I decided to make because that's all I have butter for. But anyways, I even almost burnt cookies because I forgot about them since I was talking to my husband. But look, they're okay. We're all right. We're fine. I'm so happy they came out good. This was the second batch. The girls tore up some of the first batch, and then I put the rest in the cookie jar, which I'm gonna see how many of these fit and then put away the rest in the fridge. But I did 2 batches of cookie batter. This is enough for the girls for a while, because usually, like I said, they take a couple and bake them, like maybe 3 cookies each, and they put them on a sheet and bake them. So this will last for a little bit. And I was planning on making 4 batches extra, but we don't eat that much cookies. It's plenty enough. We got enough stuff. I'm freaking dead. I am going to show you real quick, just real fast, because my battery is dying. That's how long I've been here, since 9 this morning, and it's 4 o'clock. My battery's on like dead, and it's saying, help me Jesus, put me to bed. So I am going to put these cookies away. I'm going to show you what I did, where I put everything. And basically like I said, I cleaned up everything. Everything's in the dishwasher. That's the only thing I have to wash, which I'll wash that in a minute. And then I put the rest of the cookies right in here. I'm gonna see how many fit in here and put the rest away. I just gotta clean these up and that, but that's pretty much it. I cleaned it. So let me show you more or less what I did as best as I could, and then I'm going to say goodbye because I'm so tired. But I'm so happy because now I know I don't have to worry for a couple of weeks, and I can catch up on my business and do my other stuff and get everything done, and the girls can be really, really happy with all the treats. They already are. They're very full from this morning. I've been baking, cooking, and everything, and they've been eating a little bit of everything, so you know, killed two birds in one stone. Also, yeah, I did my nails, and I don't know if you could see. There you go. And I have a couple other chips on my other finger. We won't show them because they're even uglier. But yeah, that's what happens when you do stuff. You don't get to be pretty anymore. I don't even know what my hair looks like. I pinned it up because it was in my face, and I put it up 20 times and it came down. So yeah, let me show you what I did. So as you've seen, I've left that there. As the girls drink through the other ones, we'll put more inside the fridge. Those are more apple juices that they had. I left the hot cocoa there because right now I'm not doing cocoa station, but they still drink hot cocoa. I put a basket of ramen right there because sometimes they're in the mood for ramen. This says bread, even though I have a bread bin over there for regular bread. This is for bagels. Everything bagels are in there. Regular bagels, small bagels, little bagels, and they stay fresh for so long in that bin. So that's where they stay, and that way they have it for their breakfast menu. These are just extra little cereals that I stuck in there. It fit perfect in there, and it looks at least neat enough. This is empty. I have a couple of things that I wanted to put in here, but I left it empty so that I actually have the space for it. But I still have their breakfast essentials, Quaker Oats for their morning breakfast, some pistachios, Pop-Tarts. This is all their breakfast and lunch stuff. Their Rice Krispie treats, which I labeled all of them. And this is my husband's side, which is his tuna fish packets and oatmeal for he to take. This is the I'm so tired. This is pretzels. How you doing? Nice to meet you. This is pretzels for the girls can grab a handful or some nuts for their meals. And then I just put the clementines here so that they can grab it. And overall, I think that it's decent enough. It looks, you know, manageable. We'll go with that. All right, let me show you the fridge. All right, for the fridge, what I did is I left those things there that I told you. That's all the pudding. That's the ranch dressing. So that way they can take some celeries and ranch. Those are the apple slices and the eggs. So they can grab that, some berries. All the stuff that they can grab and go. This is the tuna fish packets. That's just extra cold cuts and eggs. We went through a lot of them. I put the Go-Gurt and the yogurt drinks there. Those are my husband's, his cucumbers and I think it's banana peppers and stuff like that. He has the pickled ones. This is what's left of the grapes. We bought a big thing of grapes. We've been eating through them. This is the kids' lunch, little Lunchables, which I did the chips and salsa and dip and the cheese. This is my husband's. Just he takes a Slim Fast, some water for work sometimes. He's going through that. This is just my gosh, cream cheese, and we might make something with that, but it's been sitting there. So this is the yogurts, which I have the granola over there in that shelf I just showed you, so they could take one of these, add the granola, or add some peppers, or add some fruit, or whatever they want on the side, or however they want to do it. These are little cherry tomatoes, regular tomatoes, all color peppers. This is the carrots that I didn't cut because I'm gonna use it for a meal instead. And then this is all extra cheese. And then over here is the girls' snacks. So what I did here is I put their pepperoni bag and their cheese slices in here. And all they have to do is grab some of the Ritz crackers, and they could just eat them like that. I didn't pack them up for them. It's not like it's that hard to put together on a plate. But I left it like that for now because the containers I wanted to get for them, I didn't. What else is in here is just their juices. So they grab a juice from in there and they keep it moving. So it really doesn't take up a lot of space. And then I put their cheese sticks in here. They love to they love to snack on this. So that way everything of theirs is in this container. I know this broke a while ago, and yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't defeat the purpose of what it needs in here. So anyways, moving on. So that's what I did with the refrigerator. Let me show you the freezer. So with the freezer, those are just hot dogs. That's the rest of the Eagles. We usually make them homemade, but I decided to get those because I don't know, we were in the mood just to get something easy. I was tired. I didn't even bother putting a whole sticker. These are freezer stickers, so I just said whatever. So I stuck that there. But this is the mini pancakes that I made. All mini pancakes, and the sausages there, but these are the extra sausages. But they have like a couple left over that I bought from the big grocery shopping. The pancake and sausage, just for fun. They only have like 2 more in there, but these are the sandwiches I made. I stuffed them up there. There's 8 of them. Some fish sticks for lunch. This is Dad's little pack, and then those are the kids' breakfast burritos, all stuffed there. And then we got the chicken strips and grilled chicken strips for lunches. We went through all the smoothie stuff, and usually when the winter time comes, we slow down on that, so that's why these 2 bags are there. I might get a couple of extra fruits and make smoothies, but yeah. This is all pizza. I told you before, I don't even remember now, but yeah, there's enough of them for a while. They can grab and go, and at least it fits there. And where you see no real meat is because I have a chest freezer inside my pantry, and I put all my meat in there. So this is just breakfast and easy meals that we just take and go. So that's what it is. If you stuck through to the end of this video, one, thank you for your support, because I don't know anybody who want to stay this long, but I hope that there was something here fun, entertaining, or you know, it taught you something or anything. I hope you took away something from this video. But I had fun doing some of it, and they had fun doing all of it, but I am happy with the accomplishment and what I got done. I am tired, but like I said, I got done at least with my tasks at 4 o'clock, and the only thing I didn't do on that list was the Uncrustables and the Lunchables, which I just explained the Lunchable idea. So I think that that's a pretty win, because my list was pretty long. So I don't know, let me know if you're like awesome and you do this in like half the time, or you know shortcuts and you get it done quicker. But I think I did pretty good in time management. So I'm going to run the dishwasher, I'm going to clean up, and I'm going to see you probably next time when we get ready for school, the first day of school. So like I said, that's going to be the last back to school video, and it's going to just show you their first day pictures, they're setting up their areas, and our special breakfast that we do and special things we do for the first day of school. We do it every year. So come back for that, and thank you for watching. I appreciate the support, and I hope I get to see you guys again. I'll see you then. Bye guys.